Anyway, moving on. Here we are, number 1. The vice of the one is anger. And you'll notice with all of these vices, the word doesn't quite work. And so we need to massage it a little bit, and we need to kind of unpack it a little bit. So for the ones, anger is more like resentment. These are people who, being in the body center, they've turned their anger inward. And these are people who have a very strong inner critic. And so they're working every moment of every day to be good and be right. That is their core motivation, is to be good and to be right. As opposed to somebody in the 3 who wants to be successful. And so there's a difference, like, would you rather win or would you rather be right? And ones want to be right. 3s kind of want to win, even if they're not quite right. Ones want to be right, even if they don't win. And so they're kind of constantly turning this anger in on themselves. And this anger starts to seep out as resentment towards other people who just aren't doing things right. Oh, don't they know that when you load the dishwasher, it needs to go like this? No, most people don't know that. Ones know that. Other people, not so much. So they're constantly dealing with this resentment. But when a 1 starts to engage in their inner work and working with, yoga practice or other spiritual practices, what starts to develop in them is the virtue of serenity, which is this feeling that everything is okay. There's a deep sense of peace that bubbles up as a 1 starts to really engage with their work. Ones are very interested in things being right, things being precise. And so often in yoga, they're drawn to very alignment-based teachers. A lot of times they get into Iyengar. They're very drawn to the precision of movement and breath. So things that really focus a lot on that, they're very into. If you tell a 1 that it just like whatever feels right for them is right, they're going to be like, no, shut up. Tell me how to do it right. Tell me the right way to do it. And these are people who are going to push for that sense of correctness. But ones will grow the most by developing a sense of compassion for themselves and for other people. One of the greatest gifts that yoga has given me is this sense of self-compassion and this sense of self-acceptance. Ones are sometimes called the reformer. There's a little diagram on the front of your worksheet. It has the one-word names of each one of the types. And ones are called the reformer or the perfectionist. So they're always trying to make things better. And a 1 has so much to learn about accepting themselves just as they are. And so when they can find a teacher or a community that really fosters that, that's when you see ones really start to grow. Ones experience presence. So they're in the body center with this green. I color-coded the triads for you. In the green, the body center, they experience presence as a felt sense. So it's a very, very much a bodily sense that everything in the world is good and right just as it is. And you'll start to notice as we get into this, each one of the numbers, when they're present, is they're getting exactly what they always wanted. But it's all this personality stuff that's giving them kind of a false positive. So when ones are out there doing stuff and fixing things and telling other people what's up, they think that they're making the world right. They think that they're experiencing the world as being right and good. But really when they can let go of that and be present, then they start to realize, oh, it's already good. It's already right. As they start to zoom out, there's something deeper going on that allows them to experience the present moment as good and right just as it is.